I will never forget the day I was on the phone with my mom after another breakup after the age of 30. As a student pastor, most of my friends were married or 17. I was starting to feel like I didn't have a place to find a friend group and I really wanted to be married. I was telling this to my mom. Thank God for good moms, right? And she was doing her best to console me. As a single person, I couldn't really appreciate the benefits of being single. I just wanted what I didn't have. But then my mom said something that clicked for me. She just said, it's better to be single than married to the wrong person. Just hang in there. Don't give up. See, I was getting tired of waiting. At the age of about 18, I had started praying for my wife, whoever she was. And 15 or 16 years later, I had nothing to show for it but a bunch of failed dating relationships. But something in me told me that if I stayed the course, if I kept praying, if I kept honoring God with the process, that He would hear me and lead me exactly where He wanted to lead me, even if it wasn't where I wanted to be. And so I decided to trust the process, to keep inviting Him into the story and waiting on the payoff. I decided that I'd be like a farmer. You know what I'm saying, right? No, of course you don't. So random. What am I talking about? No, listen. How tired do you think a farmer gets every day? Really tired. I have a friend who lives on a farm in Kansas. What up, Matt? He works all day. I know he's tired, and yet he presses on. In spite of the hard work and the sweat and the early mornings, he keeps working the ground. Why? Because he knows that the harvest is coming. It is. He's confident. He puts his trust in the process. Plant plus water plus pest control plus sun plus time equals money. Harvest. If you do the work, the payoff is coming. Harvest season will get here, and that's what it's all about. See, farmers wait with confidence. Look what the writer of Galatians says about waiting. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. It's a promise. Do good, honor God, trust the Lord, treat people with God's love and kindness, do the planting, and at the proper time, it's guaranteed. Because you followed the process. A harvest is coming, is coming, is. So in my own life, I decided I'd wait like a farmer with confidence. So for years, every time I had extra change in my pockets, I'd toss it into a jar at the end of the day and pray for my future wife. Lord, take care of her. Lord, give her peace. Lord, draw her close to you. Protect her. Bring her comfort. Let me meet her, dang it. I was plowing through those prayers. I was begging sunshine and water upon that field. And sure enough, a couple years later, after that conversation with my mom on a random Friday night, I met my wife. We celebrated 10 years together this past year, and while the journey hasn't always been perfect, we've stayed married with confidence that if we will put in the work, make God the center, plow the ground, and water the marriage, the harvest of a wonderful life together is on the horizon. God said yes to my prayers for a wife. But I have plenty of prayers where the answer's been no. See, the harvest in this case is not really my marriage. The harvest was my connection to Jesus along the way. He says no to me a lot too. But whether the answer is yes or the answer is no, I wait with confidence that God will lead me to the places and outcomes that will make me most like Him. So let me ask you this. What are you waiting on? Maybe it's not a marriage. It could be anything. What do you need to bring before God day after day? What are you waiting on? What are you tempted to quit waiting on? And what is God doing in you in the waiting? Are you waiting well? Are you waiting like a farmer? Are you confident that God's got you? Yes or no, He's got you. There's a payoff if you just keep Him in the middle of the waiting. Let me encourage you today. Wait well. Don't give up. Don't quit. Yes or no, He's with you, and that's a harvest you can count on. Honor God with your confidence in His plans and find out what happens when you don't give up. I'm so glad I did.